I really want to thank our sponsors who have done such a fabulous job, as you'll see, in putting this event together. The Fountains at Lake Pointe Woods is a retirement community in Sarasota offering both independent and assisted living facilities. It's a fabulous place. If you haven't visited there, I recommend you do that. We want to thank Joe Kessler, who's the sales director, and Joan Irwin, representing the Fountains, who's agreed to be our principal sponsor today. Joe's going to come up and say a few words after I introduce Jasmine Vellet. Jasmine, you want to raise your hand? And his entire support staff who are putting this meal function together. And of course, Chef Ricky Becker. Ricky will be demonstrating the key ingredients and step-by-step preparation of our Hawaiian menu. But before that, I'd like to ask Joe Kessler to come up and say a few words on behalf of the Fountains.
It looks great. This place is fantastic. It's my first time here, admittedly, but Joan has been here several times. And I want to thank you for allowing us to come and provide some great. We don't do anything halfway at the Fountains, as you'll see. Today you're getting a little taste of that, literally and figuratively. And I would just ask that if you are interested in our community, we are having an event on the 29th. It is a very laid-back, casual lunch and learn where you, again, get to taste Ricky's food and learn about different options in the area. I would invite you to that. We do have some brochures up front, so as you leave, feel free to pick one up. And thanks again for allowing us to be here. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Joe. So, moving right along, I'd like Ricky to come up now.
Perfect. Aloha.
Aloha.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through each course. I'm going to talk about some of the ingredients, show you how we prepare them. What we have now going on is Jasmine's going to be walking around with the staff, and you can start enjoying your salad, then your entree and dessert as I'm talking. So this way we'll do it together, we'll have some fun. If anyone has any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. The fish that we have today is called mang chum. It's brought in from Hawaii. We use Cisco as one of our distributors. Yes, mang chum. M-O-N-C-H-O-N-G. Can you buy it? You get it from Hawaii. It came in on Wednesday morning. Shipped straight from Hawaii. So I've been on the phone last week trying to find the right fish for the application that we wanted to provide for everyone. But the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make our dressing. We have a papaya vinaigrette. So the first thing that we're going to do is, I like using shallots, a little better flavor than using some onions. I got my bowl right here. We're going to whisk it all together. We're going to emulsify our dressing, which we're going to be bringing together our liquids. A little bit of yellow mustard, just a little bit. A little bit of champagne vinegar. And I do like to hear that, a little ooh and ah. Really get involved. So feel free anytime. And then we have papaya nectar. There we go. Just a little, yeah, just a little bit. And then the most important thing is cooking. Keep tasting, 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 tasting. And season along the way as well. And then I have a little, yes, well seasoned. Then I have a little bit of honey also. So we're gonna whisk this together. And since you want to get involved, you're going to actually help me. How does that sound?
Sounds really good to me.
Perfect.
You don't know what you're in for.
Oh, so you don't know what you're in for. That's the people that work with me. All right. So now we have a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. You want to pour a little bit in there slowly. So now we're going to bring the vinaigrette together. You're going too fast. No, I'm just kidding. All right, fast girl. Oh boy. All right, you could just pour a little stream in.
Hard to stream it on this thing. I need a little.
Don't make excuses. Come on.
All right, I'm doing.
Yep, a little bit more. Yep, a little bit more.
Oh, I can smell it. It smells so good. Is that pure olive oil?
Extra virgin olive oil. Yep, that's
Oh,
perfect.
I knew it.
Thank you very much. We need a special prize for this young lady. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble our salad. We just have some simple mixed greens, and it's always important to season your greens with a little bit of salt and pepper.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we get a little bit of salt and pepper in there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pour our vinaigrette in there and then toss it and then plate it, and then we're going to top it with the rest of our ingredients. Because sometimes when you mix it all together, I feel that all the ingredients, all the good things like the hearts of palm, the macadamia nuts, and the tomatoes, they get lost in the bottom. And then for presentation wise, they're all on the bottom and it just looks like a pile of lettuce. So we don't want that. All right, so we also have, let me show you our, for those of you that haven't seen our hearts of palm, they come from the center of palm trees.
Yes.
So if there's any palm trees missing from outside, you know where they came from. They come from a sable palm is one of the palm trees they come from. There's only 4 of them. I was doing a little research on it, but I love eating them. They're a little pricey. I haven't seen them fresh, but you can buy them in a can, Publix, any kind of supermarket.
It's a nice snack.
Very nice snack and healthy. The macadamia nuts, what I did is they came in whole. We crushed them up. You can put them in a Ziploc, smash them with a little hammer or whatever you're using, empty beer bottle. Just kidding about that too. Then a little extra virgin olive oil. Roast them in the oven. Get a little smoky and nuttiness to it. Then with our cherry tomatoes. You know, a lot of times you get tomatoes and they're not ripe or they could be overripe. So, you know, these are kind of in between. But what I do is we toss them with some extra virgin olive oil, a little salt and pepper, put them in the oven until they start popping. And then they get caramelized and they have a lot of intense flavor. And yes, ooh, we heard that, thank you. And then we just have some goat cheese. So now we have salt and pepper in here. We'll add a little bit of dressing. Then we'll lightly toss it. You want to be gentle with it, you want to mess up the beautiful greens. And then we're going to go into plating.
Now come all the goodies on top.
Yep.
Yay.
And now what we'll do is we'll hit it with a little bit of goat cheese. Some hearts of palm. Some of the nuts. And we'll just sprinkle some cherry tomatoes on the side for a little color. I'll have one of our servers come around and walk around and you can see the final.
Oh, look at it. Yay.
Let's hear it, let's hear it.
Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Got it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. How did everyone like the salad? Very good, thank you very much. Francis is our dining room manager in assisted living. Francis has been with us for how long now? 12 years. So we have a pretty tight staff. Jasmine's been there, how many years now? Almost 10 years. Our chef's in the back, Ramon, he has been with the company for, I think, 5 or 6 years. Billy's been there for 17 years. And then we have Tiffany has been there for a year, I believe, 2 years. I'm good. Christina's been there for a couple of years, and we have Jamie, he's the newcomer. He's only been there for a little over 90 days. So we have a really good, hard-working staff. I've been there for a little bit over 2 years.
2 years.
Yes, and I love it. I commute an hour each day back and forth, and I still love it after 2 years. So
Must be a good paying company.
excellent paying, very, very good paying company. You're gonna be my sidekick. I like this. Anyway, what Francis is gonna do, he's gonna walk around and show you the fish. Like I was saying, it came in on Wednesday from Hawaii. We had 25 pounds come in, plus the fish here. This fish can go up to the depths about 1,500 feet. So that's why the eye is, you'll see how big the eye is on this fish, so you can see down at that depth. And the skin on it is like armor. Francis caught it, we sent him over there. But in the meantime, while he's walking around, Jasmine and the staff will be bringing out your lunch. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how we made the menu. The coconut rice, what we did with it is we used coconut milk, we used a little bit of butter, shallots, we sauteed the shallots, or sweated the shallots, and with the butter. Then we added the rice, we stirred up the rice, get it coated, then we covered it with a 2.5 to 1 ratio of wet ingredients to dry ingredients, pop it in the oven, about 18 to 20 minutes. The one big problem that people do with rice is when it comes out, they're quick to stir it. If you start stirring the rice up, you're going to turn it into mush. So you want to get a long steak knife after it comes out, and then you just want to fluff it and you want to serve it immediately. So rice is tough. It's an easy thing to cook, but it's an easy thing to mess up also. So just be careful when you're cooking your rice. Then for the carrot puree, what we did with the carrots is we steamed them until they had just a little bit of a bite. Then we added in a little bit of ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar, and a little bit of orange juice. And then for our fish, we have our nice fillet. We cut it into probably about 4 ounces for you ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, you let me down here. Let's hear it. So much fun. All right, so I'm just going to quick show you how you would saute it. You don't need to put it on high. We don't want to burn anything down. I want to get invited back here again. Right, Larry? Thank you.
We want you back.
I appreciate it. One important thing when you're cooking, whether it's a chicken breast, a piece of fish, when you put it into the pan, don't just drop it. Drop it away from you. This way, if the oil or the butter or whatever type of fat you have in there is going to go against the wall, not on you. We don't want to mess up, we don't want to get any burns on our pretty bodies or anything like that. God forbid, right?
I can see you all excited. While we're going to make dinner.
So the sauce that we have is we have a butter sauce. Simply, you're going to melt down, use non-salted, unsalted butter. Because, then you can't adjust it. So use unsalted butter. Does anyone know what this tool is? Oh, it's a microplane. It's the zest. It is a wonderful, wonderful tool. Because you can get the flavor right. Can you see it coming off? And exactly. And you can use it for anything. You can grate peppers on here, other certain kinds of vegetable, but that's where you get your flavor from. Lots of flavor, even more flavor than you would get from the juice. Really intense and fresh.
Might get your fingertips in there.
Well, you just got to be careful. But there's ones that they make with handles also. But an excellent tool to have. I recommend it. Top 5 tools to have in your bag. So anyway, we have our fish going. Then we have a fish spatula. If no one's seen one of these, great tool. You can pick it up at Bed Bath & Beyond probably for like $20. Excellent, excellent tool.
I get it for $2. That's $1.
I'm going to go with you now. And then we have, well, I'm going to plate it up for you. So we got our rice on our plate, our coconut rice. And we have our carrot puree. We'll put that on the side right here. We'll turn this off. This way we don't redecorate the place. Gentle, very gentle. Plate that up. Ooh. We'll take our butter sauce. And you just want a little bit of the butter sauce. You don't want to take away from the fish. And this is a very oily fish. Fatty, which won't dry out on you. So we'll just sprinkle a little bit of that right on. Maybe do a little on the side.
Get ready. You should see it. Looks fabulous. Yeah, she's getting, someone's getting it.
And then we'll put a little bit of our microgreens right on top. And there you go.
Beautiful.
From Hawaii to Sarasota. How did everyone enjoy their lunch? Great, thank you. What we're going to do now, I'm going to give you a quick demo on creme brulee, everyone's favorite. There we go. All right, what we're going to do is we got heavy cream. You're just going to put that on a pot. You're going to want to bring it up to a simmer. Once again, I got the trusty tool, the microplane. You're going to want to put some zest in here to flavor it. That's how we came up with our little Mai Tai idea for the creme brulee. Little vanilla extract. Thank you, Ramon. Last minute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some sugar and we're going to add it to egg yolks. Not the whole egg. And this is fat-free. What you want to do is you want to whip it. You want to break down that sugar a little bit. And then what you gotta get your phone number. Now the most important part, after this comes up to a simmer, you want to temper it. You want to put the heavy cream, orange zest, and vanilla extract. You want to put it in slowly. Because if you don't put it in slowly and you pour hot heavy cream into the egg yolks, you're going to be having breakfast. You'll have scrambled eggs. And that's not going to work. You're going to want to pour it into a ramekin. And you're going to put it in a hotel pan, or 200 pans, which we use back at work. You're going to fill it up with water. Place the ramekins in the water. It's called a water bath, about halfway. This way it cooks slowly, about 300 degrees for about 40 minutes. You'll take it out after 20, turn it, and then you can just test it. And then you're going to put it in the refrigerator overnight. The other thing I don't like to do is eat creme brulee ice cold. To me, you can't really taste anything. It's like eating an ice cold tomato. You can't really taste it. So then what we're going to do is you're going to put a little sugar, sprinkle it on, pat it around, and then you can just dump off the excess. And then my favorite part. And then you have creme brulee, burnt cream. Just be careful when you're doing this, please. And pass it around. Just hold it from the bottom. And there you go. Thank you very much and enjoy.
This is the leg.
Mahalo.
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 Did y'all have a good time?
Yeah.